Get out there. Join the fun. Support your team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We are at Northwest High tonight, and it is our season finale tonight against the Heights Falcons. And the girls' game will tip off at the top of the hour. We're joined, as always, before our girls' broadcast by our head varsity girls coach, Christina Commons. Coach, welcome, and here we are. It's hard to believe that we're already at the end of the regular season.
Yeah, it's coming real quick, and I know the girls are excited for it. I mean, it's our last game. It's a home game. It's senior night. There's just a lot to be excited for.
There's a lot going on, and you have a rather formidable opponent tonight in Heights, because Heights, we didn't do very well when we were at Heights, so hopefully we can go for a little payback tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, I think a lot of the times when we do this second time around, it's you want to do better than you did the first time. And there's been a few games where we've kind of let teams keep scoring on us and this and that so far, and get more points than what they did the first time. But ultimately, when we looked back to the things we wanted to change defensively, or even the things of what we wanted to do offensively, we are making those changes. So we can't expect everybody to just stop doing what they're doing. So it's kind of nice, but I'm kind of excited about tonight. We have really been working hard prepping these last few weeks, actually, just for that idea of a postseason. And we knew good teams were coming at the end of our season and what we had to do to make that adjustment.
Well, and speaking of postseason, let's go ahead and talk about that for just a minute. You've won 4 games this year, so we're going to be in the lower part of the tier, if you will. Do you have any idea yet as to where we might end up going?
We're definitely traveling. There's quite a bit of movement that can still happen on the top of the bracket because only one team has completed all of their games for the season. And depending on win or loss, things can change. But we're definitely traveling. Probably not going to be anywhere near Wichita. But that's also exciting too, just because it's not a team you've already played. And I think that's what just makes everybody happier in a postseason game, that first one.
Sure, you always want to play somebody you haven't played before. The downside of that for me, though, is if you play an out of town game, I can't go. So, I can't do the game with you, and can't go and enjoy the girls' last playoff run, if you will. So,
Well,
hopefully,
let's just
that's the
hope
way
it
it
won't
is.
be.
We can't do anything about it, so there's no point in crying over spilt milk or anything like that. So, okay, so you've got Heights tonight, and it's senior night. So
Yes.
let's talk about your seniors, because they're the ones who have carried the program for 4 full years and throughout your tenure as coach. So, if you will, tell us a little bit about the seniors and what their plans are for next year, if they know.
Well, for the most part, they don't really know. It's still kind of up in the air. But the one I'm going to mention first is Aaliyah Richards. She is my manager this year because she graduated early, which I'm super proud of her. She's already taken college classes, working towards her career because she wants to be a nurse. But I mean, she played the last 3 years, super competitive. We're definitely going to miss her. I mean, the girls even get excited when she shows up and she's there and she's doing the high fives at the beginning of the game. The next one that we haven't seen in a while, which is um, possibly wearing her jersey tonight. I don't know. We've kind of talked about it a little bit. Is Star Lede. She tore her meniscus, had the surgery. She's still doing the rehab and everything for it. And I've even talked to her about ways we could try to even get her in for just a little bit. And it doesn't look like we'll be able to because she's not quite there yet. And we don't want to risk anything more.
Sure.
But totally missing her. But once again, it's that excitement of when she's here, she makes a big difference. But playing tonight for sure as a guard, we've got Deja Johnson. She has she just finds her way. She's a great backdoor cutter. I wish we could have found her a lot more opportunities in that because of her movement. She's good defensively. She's super quiet on the court, so you don't really know where she's at. But ultimately, her presence and just her laughter and joy, especially in practice, is enjoyable for everybody. Then we've got Kylina Holloman. She's hoping to play volleyball next year. Still not sure exactly where. That stuff is still kind of going on. She's still got her club volleyball playing to help her with that. Um, she's got a big post dominance for us, and that'll definitely be missed in the future. And some big shoes to fill. But it's not just Kylina as our post. We also have Cameron Stubbs. Not exactly sure what she's wanting to do. She's not really sure. She's just kind of day by day, kind of playing it out. But those two in that post position is going to be very, very missed for us. And because otherwise, we're pulling our JV girls up and they're having to play, which they are going to get some minutes tonight, just for prep and giving those girls some rest. But all five of those girls they have a place. They have a family within this group that we have, and just they're going to be missed.
You mentioned the JV girls, some of the JV girls coming up and playing tonight. Who in particular are we referring to there?
Oh, I mean, you got Talia Lewis. She's really made a huge presence. She's in starts for us. She's been amazing. She is basically just I mean, she's still playing a little JV just because they need some point guard. She's kind of holding down both forts for us. Um, so that's kind of nice. Mariah Staten, she has been playing both this whole entire season. Mason Norman, she's coming in this end of the season, kind of off the bench, not very often. Still kind of getting the groove of it. She is a junior, but she has come such a long ways. She joined us last year and couldn't be happier that she did come over. But then we've got AJ Alondra Morales. She's started suiting up these last few games, gets in occasionally for some defensive purposes because she's quick, she's got the feet, she's got the movement, and now we just got to get that offensive side for her. And we're possibly going to bring up a few others just because we can, and might as well give them the experience of seeing what that varsity level's like because that's going to hopefully be where they're at next year.
Yeah. So this is kind of not kind of back to the future, if you will. That we're going to get to see next year's team tonight, a little bit anyway. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing. And I know the girls, the JV girls, will be excited to be on on the bench and on the floor on senior night too.
Oh
That
yeah, and I think what's nice about this is, um, I mean, yes, it's the end of the season, and talking about the who we're going to be possibly losing next, or who we are losing next year, who should be moving up. But you also have to think about the who could be potentially coming to Northwest, and that makes me real excited because for some team bonding stuff that we have done, we've actually gone out and watched Wilbur play, knowing that those girls will hopefully be coming over, getting to see them play. And I think what's even nice about that is those who went to Wilbur get a reminder of what middle school basketball was like. And one of the most popular things they all say is middle school basketball was a lot slower than what they expected like compared to high school basketball. And just getting to hear those adjustments and stuff that they've noticed is kind of nice.
how is the Wilbur team?
Hey, they've done really good. I think they may have lost maybe only two this season, and they've kind of branched out where they're playing like every school. So it's not because of some of the closures and everything. They're not just repeating schools. So that's kind of nice. They get to play teams that they've never played before.
Well, that's good. That'll be good experience for them, and who knows, maybe some of them will end up on varsity next year.
I'm really hoping they're coming our way because those girls were fun to watch. I will say that.
Okay, so you've got Heights tonight. Anything special about tonight's game other than the fact it's senior night? As
Yeah.
far as the game itself is concerned,
I think the big one is, I mean, Heights has had some tough losses recently, which we would not have expected. I have heard that they are also with some injury as well with one of their players or two. I think only just one for sure. Uh, and that's what happens at the end of a season. You just don't know who they're going to have and whatnot. How tired are their girls? Because I mean, everybody's tired. But at the same time, with it being that last game for them as well, I'll be excited to see what they are bringing to the table tonight.
Well, then they'll be running on adrenaline anyway, right?
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah. Injury wise, of course, we know Starr is out. Uh, Anybody else not going to be available tonight?
Nope, we've got our normal crew, and we're excited to come out.
Okay. Looking forward to the final home game of the season tonight. And we wish you the best of luck tonight. And this, in all likelihood, would be our last pregame show because you're going to be on the road. And again, I can't make those trips. So I wish you the best of luck in the playoffs tonight as well as for the game tonight.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate all you've done.
Well, thank you very much. Head coach Christina Commons on our pregame visit. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Then Elizabeth Dibben will join me and we'll bring you the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the Wichita Heights Falcons. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wichita Northwest High School for our senior night doubleheader featuring the Heights Falcons and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. My name, Kevin Arkin. Elizabeth Dibben is alongside, and having a fun evening of basketball to bring to you tonight, and this being the regular season finale for the Grizzlies, actually for both schools. Grizzlies coming off a tough loss at Cape and Mount Carmel last Friday, and then Cape and turned right around and did the same thing to Heights 2 days ago. So Cape is on a roll, and both teams coming off a loss. And they're introducing the starting lineup, so we'll do the same thing. For Heights, number 3 is a 5'8" senior, Kennedy Jackson. 5'8" senior number 13, Kamira Barber. 5'9" senior number 22, Zeri Walker. 5'7" senior number 23, Samaya Ellis. And 5'9" senior number 33, Heaven Gilbert. Heights is coached by Kip Pulliam. He's assisted by Ken Palmer and Maggie Gehring. Heights will be in their road red uniforms tonight with black numerals and black trim. And now your Northwest Grizzlies in their home whites tonight. Leading it off, a 5'5" senior guard, number 10, Daisha Johnson. 5'7" sophomore guard, number 22, Talia Lewis. 5'10" junior guard, number 30, Aubrey Navarrete. 5'11", senior forward, number 33, Kylena Hallman. And senior forward at 6 foot, number 34, Cameron Stubbs. Grizzlies are coached by Christina Commons. She's assisted by LaShona Jones.
This should be a very interesting matchup, Kevin. Both teams coming off a loss against Capon, a very powerful team to play against in the playoffs.
Fortunately, we don't have to play Capon in the playoffs.
Nope, but Heights does.
Maybe. Grizzlies are on the floor. We're getting ready to tip it off here. Heights comes out as well. And here to bring you the contest is Elizabeth.
All right, thank you. I gotta say, I love Heights road uniforms. The red pops. And starting off, Northwest will take advantage of it. Lewis bringing up the rock, the point guard for Northwest. Navarrete pulls the trigger. Off fires, and now it's Heights ball. Navarrete pulled a quick trigger already into this matchup. Barber, the point guard for Heights. Northwest has a plan. Stop Barber at any cost. As she retreats back to the three-point line. Stop and pop don't go for Heights, but we do get a jump ball. And it's Heights ball again. Barber, the inbounder. Gilbert, the receiver. Jackson setting it up for Heights. Out to Barber. Navarrete being careful on how she guards her. A lot of jumping Grizzlies. Turns out to be Hallman's receiving. Lewis slows down the pace. Out to Navarrete. Navarrete trying to get a solid screen. Gets wedged in between. Barber poked a little bit. Getting excited, ready for a steal. Lewis gets handed into a double team. Split defenders. Not enough strength in that layup. Rebounded by Barber. Jackson. Out to mid-range jumper. Rebounded by Hallman. Lewis. Get handed two Heights defenders off of screens after stub by screens. Oh, sorry. Mixed up my words. Lewis. Head honcho. Navarrete. Has a shot clock. Barber jumped the gun. Hallman managed to retrieve it. Stubbs couldn't handle it. Heights ball. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Actually, no.
It's our ball.
Northwest ball, excuse me. Stubbs didn't touch it. Has 2 seconds left on the shot clock to work with. Out to Lewis. Lewis has to put up a shot. Short. Shot clock violation. Heights ball. Barber against Lewis. We got a corner three. Cash! by Jackson. Draws the first blood of the game. Got intercepted mid-air. We're playing hot potato Heights. Great ball movement. Trying to find an open can. Navarrete with the steal after a kickball. Navarrete gets past. Holman retreats back to the three-point line. Trying to find a cutting Navarrete, and does! Holman to Navarrete. Great connection, great dime by those two. We get another corner three off the heel, rebounded by Stubbs. Lewis. Screen split. Rebounded by Heights. Checking with the ball half court. Floater offline. Rebounded by Heights. Gets smushed in between two Northwest Grizzlies. Going to the three-throw line is Walker. Actually, no, sorry, not three-throw line. Inbound play. Sugar gets checked in for Johnson. Lewis gets some active hands in it earlier. Barber. Sidestep three. All money. Barber is all money from deep. You gotta be careful. So is Navarrete. Navarrete pulls the trigger offline. Rebounded by Barber. Here comes the Falcons. Tipped and recovered by Holman. Navarrete missed two threes earlier in the contest. Sure. Puts up a shot that got partially blocked. Heights finds a three and makes the three. Ellis makes her first. Staten checks in along with Norman for Northwest. Barber bringing up the rock. Northwest double teaming any Heights. Anyone with a red jersey, they're getting double teamed as she cashes in a three. Barber active hands. Gets the strip. Jackson with the layup up and in. Staten trying to go around the defender, gets stripped. Jackson calms down Heights. Barber thought about a three-step back. Pass, the connection is good by Jackson. Number three ball by her. Lewis split defenders. Hallman too far for her to reach. Heights leading 17-2 with 2:08 left in the first. Barber has some great targets all around her. Barber loads. Offline, Norman got stripped. Another three-point chance and another three-point bucket by Ellis. Tally another one to the total. Barber, active hands. Down the packing, gets fouled hard against Ellis. Navarrete checks in for Hallman. along with some Heights substitutions. Clemson. Another 3 opportunity, another cash bucket for Jackson. Jackson's having a field day against Northwest. Clemson with the steal up to Barber. Barber gets the contact and still makes the bucket. Lewis being sandwiched in between 2 red jerseys. Barber draws the contact. Checks in along with Johnson. Navarrete down to Stubbs. Stubbs made it work. Stubbs the layup up and in. Heights killing time. Down low to Clemson. Clemson got rid of it. Great ball movement by Heights, stolen by Staten, and now she has 37 seconds left to work with. Navarrete pulls the trigger, rims out, rebounded by Johnson. Johnson tipped it off herself. Heights ball. Barber checks in once again. 21.8 seconds left. Heights has some time to work with. Now 15 seconds off. Barber trying to penetrate inside. Stolen by Clemson. Navarrete driving, gets sandwiched, and gets the foul. She has 3-point opportunity with 1.1 seconds left. Makes her first. Northwest down by 20 heading into the second. Cans her second. Navarrete canned all 3 free throws and cut the lead down for Northwest. We're heading into the second. Falcons leading 25-7, and we'll take a break. This is NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web.
And welcome back to the den. Well, the Falcons are leading Northwest with a couple of 3 throws by Navarrete to end the first. Northwest has a little glimpse of what's coming. On the floor for Northwest, Lewis, Navarrete, Stubbs, Johnson, and Hallman. That's your 5 coming out. And that was your starting 5. Hallman misses everything off a three-point attempt, and now Heights ball. We're shooting, we're just not shooting on line today. And that's okay. Heights with the open corner didn't make Northwest pay. You can't leave those corners open. Navarrete to Lewis. Lewis ran right into a brick wall. Hallman to Stubbs, down low, made Barber jump. Rebounded by the Falcons. Barber, head of the pack. Great extra pass. Skidded off the rim, and now Northwest ball. Lewis gets two screens thrown at him. We get Johnson in the corner, down to Stubbs. Stubbs against two red jerseys, still trying to get the layup. And we get called for a foul. Ellis draws her first. Northwest gets another possession. Johnson. Navarrete around the screen. Rebounded by Barber, pushing up the pace, head of the pack. Finds a Falcon. Grabs her own rebound, managed to put it back up and getting the contact going to the 3-4 line. Ellis going to the 3-4 line. Foul was taken by Navarrete, her first. Makes her first. Makes her second. Lewis across midcourt. Heights throwing every bird they got at him. Johnson for three in the corner. Too strong, rebounded by Hallman. Lewis having a hard time controlling. Navarrete offline, rebounded by Stubbs. Lewis again attacking. Rebounded by Hallman again. And threw it right to a Heights defender. Rebounded by Stubbs, but Falcons ended up with an empty possession. Hallman to Stubbs. Stubbs with a corner three, rainbows off. Heights pushing, trying to find a friend. Does find a friend. No friendly roll for you. Rebounded by Clemson. Actually, no, excuse me. Not Clemson. I believe that's Gilbert. I can't see our number. It is Gilbert. Lewis trying to anticipate the sandwich. Trying to anticipate being sandwiched. Barber. Jackson. Heights with great ball movement. Trying to find a friend. Jackson down low to Barber. Barber with the connection. Barber with the 5-footer. Now we're at Lewis. Lewis almost gets stripped. Threw up a Hail Mary. Trying to draw the contact. And now it's Northwest ball? Yes. Yes it is. 4:30 left. Heights leading. Sure, the receiver. Navarrete puts up a triple. In your eye! First triple of the game. Heights put up redemption 3 by Ellis. Ellis said, "You want to do shooting practice? Okay, I'll do shooting practice." Lewis drawed all the way in, trying to draw contact, and does, and now going to the 3-throw line. Gilbert gets charged with her second. Lewis misses her first. 5'7". 10th grade. Five 5'7", sophomore guard. Misses her second. Heights pushing up the place. Jackson misses the 15-footer. Ellis. Lewis ran right into Heights, and now Barber pushing up, finds a friend, and the connection is Drew. Walker gets her first bucket of the game. Navarrete drives off to Sure running around the world. Stubbs out to Lewis. Lewis puts up a 3. Misses everything, and now Heights gets the bucket and the foul. Going to the 3-throw line is Jackson. Navarrete gets charged for her second. Staten checks in for Lewis. .306 left. Misses her first and only. Sure. Stubbs trying to find someone to crack the pan. Through to the Heights coach instead. I'm pretty sure the Heights coach can't play basketball anymore. If he does, I hope he plays for our team. That's all I gotta say. Barber to Jackson. Jackson trying to find Barber, and does. Barber pulls up from deep. Splash. Throwing ahead of the curb. Jackson tried to grab the steal, but she had too much power. She was coming in like 100 miles per hour and crashes right into the coach. Carpenter almost got a pocket picked by Barber. Realizing they have 14 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Get picked off cleanly midair. Jackson, 2 against 1. That ain't fair. Barber cleans it up. Now Jackson cleans it up. Stubbs end up with the possession. And there's still red jerseys all around him. Navarrete, one-on-one. Yes, sir! Navarrete with the scoop. I'll take 2 scoops of ice cream, please. Thought about it, retreats back. Skips past. Brown tries to skip past the whole bunch of Northwest defenders. Hallman checks in. 1:31 left. Falcons still leading. Jackson left with too much space, left it short. Navarrete down to Hallman. Hallman gets trapped. And now it's Falcons ball again. Ellis controlling the rock while Barber sits. Jackson down low. Gilbert against Stubbs. Easy money. Gilbert just putting the baby to sleep. Hey, guess what? Barber checked back in. Jackson takes a sit. Barber realizing she has 45 seconds left to work with. Gilbert sets the screen, pulls back, Clemson for mid-range, rebounded by Heights. Extra possession is good. Gilbert makes them pay with the 5-footer. Navarrete threw it right to Barber's hands, and Hallman retrieves it. Stubbs gets denied at the rim by Clemson. But she gets the foul, so I was really excited about that play. That was a very interesting play. Stubbs missed her first. With 0.7 seconds left, heading into halftime. Misses everything for her second. Stubbs with 0 for 2 from the line. Barber not even going to attempt to heave it up, and now it's halftime. 45-12. Heights leading. And we're going to take it to commercial. This is NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we welcome you back to the den where the boys are warming up against their matchup, the Falcons. It's the same story for the boys against Capon. Capon ran away with Northwest and Heights. Now Heights is 17-2.
Welcome back. We are at halftime of the girls' contest, and the Grizzly ladies trail 45-12 after 16 minutes of play. A couple of reminders for you. First of all, tonight is senior night, and the senior night ceremonies will be taking place in between games, and we will bring them to you as they happen live. Bunch of people walking tonight, but they're going to make it pretty quick. They're going to move it right along, as Lance Steckinger always does.
He's a pro at it.
We don't know exactly what's going to happen for next week yet. We know the girls will play somewhere on Wednesday. There is a scenario where they could stay in Wichita and play East High. That would require Liberal to win by a low margin and Washburn to win by a large margin. If that doesn't happen, in all likelihood, they will travel to Liberal on Wednesday. If indeed they play at Liberal, we will not be broadcasting that game because I can't possibly get out there in time to do that game. If they play at East, we will broadcast you that game. We'll be on the air at 6:45. Is the current scheduled time for that game. You'll just have to watch NWHS Grizz to find out. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the boys are going to be home Tuesday night hosting somebody. There is so much play yet to be resolved in the 6A West standings. We're not sure who they're going to play, but we do know that they will get 2 home games, and Coach Andy Hill, if you were listening, well, you haven't listened to it, I haven't run it yet, but when you listen to the pregame show, we will talk a little bit about the playoffs, and he's projecting that we might play somebody like Junction City here at home. That game would be a Tuesday night at 7. We're on the air at 6:45 with Andy Hill and the pregame show. So that's our upcoming schedule. We're going to be kind of busy here the next week or so. And then after all that's done, it's spring break here. And being spring break, that can only mean one thing. That means I'm headed to Texas.
Woo.
I'll spend a week in Texas playing Grandpa.
Sounds like fun.
Been an interesting school week here at Northwest. Of course, you know, they were off 3 days last week because of snow and cold. As last Thursday, it was 8 below zero. 4 days later, it was 72 degrees here in Wichita.
Yep.
So that's not an issue any longer. But they did have, we did lose 3 days last week. And then yesterday, the juniors were taking the ACT test. So the rest of the student body had the day off. Of course, those of us who are gainfully employed here had to work yesterday.
Which is good for your paychecks.
I guess so.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Say again?
That's a good, I forgot. I had a good train of
Must have been
thought.
eloquent.
I had a good train of thought.
I'm sure you did.
I was saying it's good for your paycheck.
It is good for the paycheck.
Since you guys have been off.
But there's more important things than the paycheck.
That's true. That's very true.
So this will be Joe Auer's last game in this building as coach of the Falcons.
Ah, yes.
As he retires after the season is over.
Yes, yes, yes. If you
He and the Falcons are expected to make a big run in the playoffs. as are the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are hoping to make a big run here in the playoffs this year. And they'll need to, because next year it'll be all different. We have, senior-wise, we have 5 who are graduating this year, and 4 of the 5 are starters. And that would be Eli Benning, DJ Brown, Liam Calvert, and River Peters. And the 5th player is a Jadius Red.
DJ Brown does not look suited up, so I'm guessing he's not playing against the Falcons.
So who's not suited up?
DJ Brown. He's wearing
Is he over there in
pants.
street clothes?
Yeah, he's
sure
in street
is.
clothes.
I guess they're saving him for the playoffs. In any case, in between games, they're going to do the senior night ceremonies, and we'll hang around here and bring those to you before we switch it over to Andy Hill and our pregame interview. 2 minutes to go here in the halftime for this game. And we're going to go ahead and take another 30-second timeout, maybe, if I can get this thing to cooperate. And then we'll be back. 45-12, Grizzlies trail. This is NWHS Grizz, and you're watching Grizzly basketball.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food cost for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
Back at Northwest, getting set for the start of the third quarter. The Falcons will have the ball first here in the second half. The alternating possession rule, arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. It's like clockwork.
I didn't say it when they had the jump ball. I held my tongue, which is very hard because it's very slippery.
I'm pretty sure everyone in that booth was looking up at you. Or they're looking up there.
Say what now?
All of them down below were looking up here.
Oh,
I was waving to them. They didn't wave back.
I don't know what they were looking at.
I don't know if they were looking up there. Or... because we have new names to it. Huh. Crazy.
All right, Elizabeth, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Falcons taken away. On the floor for Northwest. Lewis, Hallman, Navarrete, Johnson, and Stubbs. That's your 5. Get a blow-by floater. Rebounded by Barber. Another chance for Heights. Missed opportunity. Rebounded by Hallman. Navarrete slow things down. Passes the rock to Lewis. Johnson down low. Managed to get the arm over Barber. And draws the foul. Johnson going to free-throw line. Johnson cans the first. Johnson flexes, fires. Offline, rebounded by the Falcons. Jackson pushing up. A little step into it, 3 by the Falcons. Jackson with the strip. 2-on-1. Rebounded by Ellis. Ellis going to 3-throw line. Ellis was the one who canned a 3 earlier. Navarrete gets charged for a 3rd. Cans the 1st. Cans the 2nd.
We really can't afford to get our starters in foul trouble.
No, we can't. Jackson gets body checked by Lewis, and Lewis draws the foul, and Jackson goes to the 3-throw line. Cans the 1st. Jackson flexes, fires, makes it. Lewis to Navarrete, back out to Lewis. Lewis across the timeline. Poked out of bounds. Northwest ball. Lewis. Johnson ran right into red jerseys, gets stripped. Jackson to Barber. Stubbs got in the way of that. And now it's Heights ball again. Jackson. Out to Barber. Navarrete with the tip. Down low to help out and grabs the block and the rebound. Lewis almost lost control of it. Barber grabbed the steal and couldn't hang on to it. Now it's Northwest ball. Oh, full timeout taken by Northwest. We'll take a full timeout. We'll be right back. This is NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Den. Falcons leading the Grizzlies with 6 minutes left in the clock. With 6 minutes left to the third. Lewis gets swarmed on the opening possession. Heights definitely putting on the pressure. Lewis cracks the pressure. Floater misses. Falcons pushing up the pace. Jackson Messing with Johnson. Step back 3! That was one from long distance. Now we're at to Lewis. Lewis to Stubbs. Stubbs down low. Worked around a Falcon. Didn't end up to be an empty possession. Gilbert took it coast to coast, grabbed the rebound, and managed to slip and slide all the way through. And got the foul. Lewis is charged for her first. Gilbert loads and fires. Rainbows off. Lewis. Navarrete. Out to Lewis. Lewis against Gilbert. Gets manhandled. Barber slips through the cracks, finds a friend, and manages to grab the rebound and gets another possession.
Need a place to set that? Yeah, we're glad to have him. Yeah, go ahead and move it. Put it over there on the other side of her.
Yep. Staten. Navarrete with the connection. Navarrete gets the floater. Jackson. Barber loads, fires, connects.
I think that's 4 for her tonight.
Yeah, she's definitely on fire. Lewis. Drives, trying to draw the contact to no dice. Jackson trying to get fancy with it. We get a foul?
Yes, we did.
Against Staten. Okay. Interesting. Lewis takes a seat. Gets picked cleanly out of there by Jackson. Jackson 2-on-1. Extra pass, finds a friend. And Ellis.
Give me the plug.
She landed on her back. She landed on her back pretty hard after grabbing the pass. And they're going to have to carry her off the court. And she's done for the night. That was a big key factor for the Falcons. She managed to get, she didn't even get up. Her teammate had to carry her, but hopefully she's okay. And on to Northwest basketball. Navarrete. Barber takes advantage and swarms. Navarrete. Barber poked the bear. Keep on poking. And we get a strip. Jackson lost control on the opening possession. Staten. Slithers around. Floater. No, rebounded by Rose. And now Dingle will carry the rock for Heights. Quick loads and fires and connects with the 15-footer is Rose. Now Barrett to Schur. Schur off to Staten. Whipping it around, finds Stubbs down low, intercepted by Rose. Dingle driving against Navarrete. Three opportunity by Heights, short. Brown offline, and now Lewis, Hallman, and Johnson checks in. Falcons leading, 2:08 left in the third. Stubbs. Stubbs gets poked out of the air. Clemson takes the credit. Rose backing down. Finds a three. Now drives. Number 10, Brown, gets the layup off the glass. Johnson trying to grab an easy deuce. Too strong, went over her head. Heights ball. Rose against Hallman, now to Dingle. Dingle spins, and Lewis draws the contact. Her second. Under a minute to play in the third. Dingle against Lewis. Now to Brown. Now to Clemson. Now to Brown again. Down to Rose. Rose spins. And now Schur grabs the rebound. And Brown tried to grab the steal and turns it over. Lewis gets stripped by Brown. I'm going to get a jump ball. Only 2 jump balls tonight. Brown has 15 seconds to work with. Screen by Rose. Slithers through and draws the contact, and now going to a free-throw line. Short on her first. Misses on her second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lewis puts up a Hail Mary, hits the backboard, and we're going into the fourth. Grizzlies down. Heights leading 63-15. We'll take a break. This is NWHS Grizzly basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we welcome you back to the den. Grizzlies trailing 15-63 with a new fresh quarter. We can definitely come back. Definitely. Johnson almost with the fumble and does get the fumble. And now the band's coming in, and you see the pink crowd falling in as well. Boy, this place is got to get electric when Northwest plays Heights. Dingle on the explosion. Gets the layup to drop. But Northwest and Heights, they're the top two in 6A standings. You see Heights with 17 wins and 2 losses. And then right behind them, you see Northwest trailing right behind them.
The boys have some incentive to play for tonight. They're playing for a share of the City League title, should they win tonight.
It's definitely be a big barn burner. Lewis checks her feet and misses the first. Lewis misses her second, go over 2 from the line. Brown. Out to Clemson with the lucky bounces. Cans the 15-footer. Stubbs. Hallman for 3. No lucky bounces for you, ma'am. Rebounded by the Falcons. Falcons pushing up the pace. Rebound. Denied at the rim by Navarrete. Sure checks in along with Carpenter. Dingle has a running clock to work with. Brown back out to Brown. Brown drives, can't get the layup to drop. Under 5 minutes left, heading into the boys contest, where you're gonna hear Kevin's beautiful voice talk about it. Dingle turning on the barn burners. Tripped and fell. Northwest ball. Lewis. The seniors were getting ready for senior night at the end of this game. Dingle to Brown. Brown cans the layup. Lewis. Gets stripped. Falcons with another possession. Dingle hugged tightly by Lewis and draws the foul. Lewis, that's her third. And I'm pretty sure ESPN Wichita is broadcasting this game as well. They're right alongside us. That tells you how good this game is going to be. Lewis with the slap. You can hear that all the way up here. Lewis turns. Layup is short. We get a jump ball. Heights ball. There's big cutout heads of Liam Calvert, Eli Benning. Oh my God, that's funny. Are you seeing this, Kevin? There's cutout heads of these seniors. Dingle. Northwest crowd already following in. Heights soon to follow. Northwest swarms in and gets the contact. Lewis gets charged for her fourth. Lewis is now in foul trouble. Placing her is Johnson along with Hallman and Stubbs. With 1:46 left. Seniors are getting ready to foul out at the end of this game. Rose. Stop, turn, and fire and connects. Hallman don't know what to do with it. Finds a cutting Navarrete. Now up to Schur. Schur puts up a shot. Gets denied by Brown. And now Brown's just got to run out the clock. Brown drives. Doesn't get the layup to fall. Doesn't use the glass in the right angle. Navarrete drives, fakes it, and gets the floater to drop. "13 seconds left to spare. Now 10. Now 5. Dingle got to run out the clock. Heights come away with the win. Falcons win 71-17, and we'll take it to Kevin.
Alrighty, we're going to go right into the halftime or in-between game. We're going to do the senior night ceremonies. Can you do this?
Yeah.
And we do have a bunch. They're going to start it off with the cheerleaders. The senior cheerleaders will be first.
There we go.
Well, there we go. Okay. You can just get them as they come in, I guess, and do what you feel is necessary. The parade is about to begin here, folks. Yes, sir. Well, this is supposed to begin immediately after the game ends, and it's not quite happening that way. Okay, the cheerleaders will be first. And they're going to be led out by Trisha Dinn. Trisha's escorted by her parents, Bill and Kathy Dinn. Trisha's plans for next year are to attend the University of Kansas, and she plans on majoring in pre-nursing on the pre-PA track. Then we've got Victoria Gaines. She's being escorted by Bernice Gaines, and her plans for next year are to attend Wichita State and double major in animation and graphic design. Thirdly, we have Alicia Orina. She's escorted by Esther Kim. Next year, she's going to go to the University of Houston and major in business and political science. Isabella Scheffler is being escorted by Jess Murray. Her plans next year are to enlist in the Air National Guard. Next, we have Riley Lamb. She's being escorted by Felicia Burke and Cody Lamb. She's undecided on what she's going to do for next year. And the last cheerleader is Gentry Schumann. She's being escorted by Zach and Megan Schumann. Her plans for next year are to cheer in college and pursue a degree in health and wellness. We have two members of the dance team who are seniors tonight. The first is Allie Escalante. She's being escorted by Heather Adams. Her plans next year are to attend the University of Kansas. And Briley Garrett, who's being escorted by Tanish and Michael Garrett. Her plans for next year are to attend the University of North Carolina. And that's the cheerleaders and the dance team seniors. And we apologize for having to give you their backs. Obviously, they're facing away from us because we're on the visitors' side. And they're going to get their ceremonial flowers given to them by other members of their squads. And now the boys basketball players. The first one is Elijah Benning. Elijah's being escorted by Lisa Benning and Terry Jeffries. He's a graduate of the Northwest ECA program, and he plans to attend Friends University next year on a basketball scholarship. Secondly, we have DJ Brown. DJ's escorted by Amanda Neal and Merrill Andrews. He plans to play basketball in college, but he is still undecided where he's going to go. Third, we have Liam Calvert. He's being escorted by parents Justin and Natasha Calvert. He's a graduate of the Northwest ECA program as well and plans to attend the University of Arkansas. Now we have River Peters. River's escorted by Becky and Zach Peters. He plans to play basketball in college, but is still undecided on where he's going to go. And the final basketball player for the boys, Ajadius Red. Ajadius is being escorted by Lakeisha Wilson and Trey Red. He's undecided on his plans for next year. Now for the girls basketball players. The first one is Kylina Hallman. She's being escorted by Rudy Garcia and Jose Ibanez. Her plans are to attend Coffeyville Community College next year, hopefully to play volleyball. Secondly, we have Daisha Johnson. She's being escorted by Vernon and Uette Johnson. Her plans next year are to attend Wichita State University. Third, we have Star Leday. Star is being escorted by Kyria, Michaela, Eshon, and RJ. Her plans for next year are to attend Fort Hays State University in Hays, Kansas. Then we have Aaliyah Richard. Aaliyah is being escorted by Talisha and Myron Richard. Her plans are to attend nursing school and to become a labor and delivery nurse. And finally, we have Cameron Stubbs. She's being escorted by Jennifer and Ron Stubbs, and she's undecided on her plans for next year. And that's the boys and the girls. Basketball seniors, both of those teams are going to have a really different look 1 year from now. And we congratulate all of our seniors, players and dancers and cheerleaders alike, and thank them for their contributions to the Grizzlies program. Once again, the girls fall in this one, 69-17. They finish 4-16 on the season, with double wins over West High and North High. All these kids have been an absolute pleasure to watch over the last 4 years, and we were blessed to have them with us. We were going to show you the boys coming onto the court here to warm up, but that evidently isn't going very well. Because they're not even in this part of the building. Boys come into this one looking to take a share of the City League title with Heights.
Okay, that's better.
And they will do that if they win. They're guaranteed 2 home games if they win them both. And those will be played here next Tuesday and Friday nights against opponents yet to be determined. We'll have that posted for you on NWHS Grizz just as soon as we have that information available.
Northwest crowd looks a bit thicker than Heights.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and send it to Andy Hill and our pregame visit with the coach. And then we'll be back with more pregame activities after that is concluded. Glad to have you with us here on NWHS Grizz for tonight's senior night doubleheader. And we'll be back. Our senior night doubleheader continues now, and we're going to turn our attention to the boys' varsity game. And as we always do before our varsity broadcast, we're joined by head coach Andy Hill. Coach, welcome aboard. And I know this is kind of a mixed bag for you tonight because it's senior night. The lads are playing, some of the seniors are playing their last home game in regular season tonight.
Yeah, it is. We're excited to be able to honor those guys and, just make it hopefully a special night for them to honor what they've meant to our program, to Northwest High School in general. Special group of guys. So, we're glad to have been able to have them in the program. It'll be sad whenever it is time for their time to be done, but that's part of how this works. And guys come and they go, and you hope that you've played a small part in preparing them for whatever comes next in their lives. So it's going to be a fun night, and I'm excited to honor that group.
Let's look back last Friday night briefly. We traveled over to Cape and Mount Carmel, and that is a mighty tough place to play to start with. And the Crusaders are really kind of hot right now.
Yeah, they are. I don't think they've lost since the first time they played Heights. That would have been middle of January 14th or something like that. They haven't lost since then. They're playing really good ball. And we just didn't quite come out focused and ready and playing with enough urgency early on in that game, and we kind of fell behind, and we were playing from behind the whole night. I think we were down 12 going into halftime, and we came out flat to start the third, and we were down 18 at one point in the third. So the guys, they really, I was proud of them that they didn't quit. We hung in and we battled and, ended up just losing by 5. We kind of got a late bucket right at the buzzer that didn't mean anything to cut it to 5. But, we had some points in the game where, we were a bounce away, a play away from making it even closer, and it didn't quite happen. But when you're playing against a good team like that, you've got to be focused from the start. We weren't, but I was proud that they didn't quit and kept fighting.
Well, we've talked several times during the season about how tough the last part of the regular season is for us because we play, all these quality teams back to back to back. And it doesn't get any easier tonight because, we're going to play Heights tonight. And, it's Joe Hour's farewell tour, if you will. And, his kids are going to want to play hard for him and give him as many wins as they can here in the late part of the season. Not only that, they lost to Cape a couple of nights ago. And I don't know, that's going to fire them up or not.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you have Heights, it's a tall order. And it is funny how the schedule played out this year because, I think there's been a pretty clear separation with 3 teams at the top of the league, us and Heights and Capen. And all 3 of us kind of play each other back to back to end the season. So, Capen played us and then Heights. Heights just played Capen and now we play Heights. And so just kind of a funny schedule thing. But yeah, I mean, it's another big time challenge and it's one I know our guys are excited for. We actually, with Heights losing, we have a chance. If we can win, we will be Co-City League champions with Heights. So, I know the guys are excited for that opportunity. That hasn't happened here at Northwest in over 20 years, but it's a tall order and, Coach Hour, he's always got his guys ready. He's one of the legends of the game, and he's a guy that I look up to tremendously as a role model, a mentor. Just a really, I admire his program so much and the way he does things. So it's a tall order, but we're excited.
No question about that.
100%. He's a guy that's, he's gone out of his way multiple times to have conversations with me, as a younger coach, when I was just getting in, he would take the time to talk on the phone to me, any questions I had. Last year, for example, when we, made it to state for the first time, and, I just called him to kind of pick his brain on how he handles the preparation for that week, the day-to-day stuff, and just to get an idea on, what they've done in the past. And he's always been really gracious to give advice, to, give time to me, and I'm sure he's done that for a lot of people over the years. So he's always been a big advocate for the City League, publicly speaking out and just, a champion for our league and the kids of Wichita. And so, it is an honor to be hosting him. And, it's bittersweet to see him go. I mean, I love competing against him, but, maybe going forward, we might have a better chance in some of these Heights games, but he will be missed for sure.
Before we take off here, let's go. If we go back to the seniors for just a minute, could you tell us what you know about the seniors' plans beyond Northwest for next year?
Yeah, sure. So we got 5 seniors, great kids, all of them. So I guess I'll start with the Jadius Red. He wants to pursue playing basketball at the next level. He's kind of undecided on where that might be or what that's going to look like, but I know that's a goal of his that he wants to pursue. Liam Calvert is, just a really awesome kid and one of the best role players and just teammates that we've ever had. And he's going to go to school. He's choosing either between staying home and going to Wichita State or actually University of Arkansas is a school he's looking at just to further his studies. River Peters
is he not wanting to play next year?
No. He's just he's just going to go on and do the education thing. So
there's nothing wrong with that, of course.
No, not at all. River Peters is going to play at the next level. Still undecided on where. He's got several offers. JUCOs. He's got a couple D2s looking at him. NAI. He's going to have a choice of a really good school to make, whenever he feels like he's ready to make that decision. So he's going to be very successful wherever he ends up. DJ Brown is he's also going to play at the next level as well, and he's another kid that's going to. He's just kind of exploded in the last few weeks, and he's got tons of offers. A lot of junior colleges love him. Division IIs are really starting to look at him, and I think the sky's the limit for him. So he's still undecided. Not committed anywhere, but he's got a very bright future. And then Eli Benning, earlier in the season, he went ahead and committed to Friends. So he's going to go to Friends, play college basketball there, get his education, full tuition scholarship, everything all paid for. And, just
good for him.
He's going to be, he's going to kill it there. And, whatever he goes on to do afterwards, he'll be very successful.
All righty. Well, you've got a good group of guys, as you mentioned earlier, and it's good to see that they have plans. They have a target to go to, and we wish them all the best next year. Of course, we've got a little bit of work to do this year yet, and it starts tonight with Heights. And as you mentioned, co-championship of the City League is not a nice goal to have this evening and something to aspire to.
Yeah, for sure. I know the guys are excited for the opportunity. We told them our season's not going to end regardless of what happens, and it's something really exciting to have the opportunity to do. And I think guys are going to come out and fight for it and do everything we can.
How do we stand as far as playoffs are concerned?
We're the 3rd seed in 6A West right now. If we win, we'll stay at the 3. If we win tomorrow against Heights, we'll stay 3. If we lose, we'll move to the 4. So, the potential, sub-state final, if we do want to look that far ahead, if we're the 3 seed, it would be a team like Junction City potentially. If we're the 4 seed, it's probably going to be Mays. So those are kind of the forecasted possibilities, I suppose.
And do we get to host twice either way?
Yep, we should.
Okay. All righty. Well, we'll wish you the best of luck tonight against Heights. Let's go ahead and seal up that number 3 spot in 6A West tonight and the City League Championship. And go get those Falcons tonight.
That sounds good to me.
Head coach Andy Hill on our pregame visit. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 60-second timeout, and then Elizabeth and I will be back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the Wichita Heights Falcons. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we welcome you back to Northwest High School for the second game of our doubleheader tonight as the Falcons are in for their annual visit. Both teams vying for a share of the City League title. The Falcons are going to get it whether they win it or lose it. They'll get it outright if they win tonight. They'll share it with us if we beat Heights here tonight. Both teams, interestingly enough, are coming off losses. Capon beat us at Capon on Friday night and then turned right around 2 days ago. We had a bye on Tuesday. 2 days ago, they turned right around, went to Heights and beat Heights in their own building. So Capon Mount Carmel's been on a bit of a roll here of late, and we don't have to worry about them because they're 5A and they will not be in the playoffs or have anything to do with playoffs that we would be involved in here this year. Let me go ahead and take a few minutes and I'll go through the potential playoff scenarios here for you, depending on what happens here tonight and what happens elsewhere. The girls, by virtue of their loss, they will play Wednesday night somewhere. They will either play at Liberal or at East High. And there is a chance they could also play at Washburn Rural up in Topeka. Depends on what those teams do. The most likely outcome would be for Northwest girls to go to Liberal on Wednesday. If they do that, that is a game that we will not broadcast for you. Because I can't make the trip. I'm in a situation now where I cannot travel until after the school year is over because I have a teaching commitment here this semester. So if they play at East, we will do the game and we'll be on the air, we think, at 6:45. If they play at Liberal, we will not do that game. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the boys are guaranteed to finish no worse than 4th. They will probably finish 4th if they lose tonight. They'll finish 3rd if they win tonight in 6A West. And as such, they are guaranteed home games for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, assuming, of course, that they win the first game. And we have no idea who their opponent might be in the game on Tuesday night. We have a little business to take care of here first as the Falcons are in the building, and the Grizzlies definitely need to come out sharp here tonight. The one thing we don't want is for the team to be flat coming out of the gate. Elizabeth Dibben. A lot can happen on this game tonight, depending on what the boys do. They got a lot riding on this.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. They have a chance to clinch the playoffs, which they already did, but it just brings more electricity to the game, especially when they first met up. I mean, it was at Heights, and these two battled to the death practically, and Heights took the win from it. And now we're coming into our
we led
building.
that game with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah. And we came into this building thinking, well, we want revenge. So that's exactly what we're going to do.
Sure. We're about 3 minutes from the introduction of the starting lineups and the national anthem. And we have a full house here tonight, Elizabeth.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
sides are packed. The Heights crowd is still coming in over here on our side.
I walked in and there was a swarm around.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to infiltrate our broadcast area here.
Hey, Heights people are nice. At least I think they are.
I just hope they don't accidentally pull the plug. Because if they do, it's going to wipe us out and it's going to wipe them out as well.
No, I literally saw them see it and step over it. So I think we'll be fine.
I think we will too.
But their last games that they played was against Capon, and Heights versus Capon was a very interesting game.
Well, Grizzlies got down big early, trailed by 18 in the third quarter, and then came back to lose it by 4. So, you know, they did make a comeback. They just waited too long to start it.
Yeah, and we better hope that that doesn't happen during this Heights game.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think that Heights is a team that we can afford to come from behind on, or need to come from behind on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But the man that was responsible for giving them that loss was Corbin Johnson from Capon.
Right.
He put up, in the brightest lights, he came through for Capon, putting up 17 points against Northwest and 20 points against Heights, both in jaw-breaker performances. He definitely has a bright future, but so does Northwest. Coming off of that loss, hopefully we'll be able to spark back and get a couple of spark plugs in and get River Peters hot. And I would say DJ Brown, but he's out for the game with a broken nose. But get Eli Benning with the double-double as usual. Get Liam Calvert in there to spark plug. And hopefully we'll be able to see a good game. Kevin?
I agree. Yeah, I'm looking forward to, and I'm anticipating a well-played game by both teams, and it's going to be close all evening long. That's really what I would expect.
That's what you hope you're tuning in this game.
We'll see what happens. Getting ready to present the colors here.
We're rocking with
Leading
the
up
Army.
to our national anthem. I know you can hardly hear what's being said here, but they're making a presentation to Heights coach Joe Auer, who is retiring after this season. This will be his last game coached in this building, and he's been coaching for 35 years, most of them at Heights, and he's getting a big round of applause from everybody here in the building on both sides of the aisle.
And receiving a plaque.
Now, folks, it's time for the national anthem.
Tonight's color guard is provided by the Grizzlies Battalion JOPC cadets. Presenting tonight's colors are Cadet First Lieutenant Alola Riley, Cadet Sergeant Demoni King, Cadet Sergeant Callan Garman, Cadet Sergeant Hope Whitaker, Cadet Corporal Jason Penn. Playing the national anthem, our Grizzly band. Thank you.
National anthem being played by the Northwest High Pep Band here. And now let's give you the starting lineups for both teams. I'm going to give you the Heights lineup first here as they're being introduced. A 6'4" senior forward for Heights, number 3, Chase Robinson. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 10, Jillian Timmons. At guard, a 6' senior, number 12, Evan Mbole. At forward, a 6'8" senior, number 21, Malachi Wilkins. And at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 23, Kamari Holt. The Falcons are coached by Joe Auer. He's assisted by Ridge Foster, Gary Thomason, Kyle Smith, and Brent Allen. Now, the starting lineup for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. A 6' junior guard, number 1, Darian Hammond. A senior guard at 6' even, number 5, Eli Benning. A 6'6" senior forward, number 22, Ajadius Red. 6'3" senior guard, number 23, River Peters. And rounding out the starting lineup, a 6'4" senior forward, number 25, Liam Calvert. The Grizzlies are coached by Andy Hill. Andy's assisted by Gavin Darr, Kylan Hawkins, and Gary Cooper. And that's the starting lineups for both teams. Grizzlies are in their home whites. Heights is wearing black with white numerals. Easy for us to spot up here in the booth. Couldn't ask for anything more, and looking forward here now to a great game here at Northwest. And boy, this crowd is pumped up.
I think the student section is more pumped up than we are.
Probably so. I don't know what the theme is.
It's pink.
I know that. I don't know if it has to do with cancer or something else, but they are all wearing pink tonight. Ajadius Red, I'll bet you, will tip it off for Northwest. He's the tallest player on the team. And he is going out there. It looks like he's going to do it. And Amalekai Wilkins will do the honors for the Falcons. We're getting set to go here. Sit back and relax, enjoy the game.
And let Kevin do all the talking.
And the opening tip goes out of bounds. And it will belong to Northwest.
I definitely would say this is the best game coming out of 6A and in general. The most anticipated matchup.
Benning takes the ball in the backcourt, brings it forward. Around the horn, now he spits it off to Liam Calvert. Back to Benning. Benning underneath to Red. Red off the glass. Count it. Yes, sir. Ajadius Red starts it off for Northwest. Bringing the ball down is Mbuli for Heights High. He has Darian Hammond guarding him. Now he dishes it off to Wilkins. And Wilkins pokes it off to Mbuli, who puts it up and rolls it in. And we're tied at 2. Benning quickly brings it down the floor. Underneath to River Peters. Up and off the heel. No good. Rebounded by the Falcons. And Bully will dish it off. Now he'll get it back. And Bully with his big locks feeds it off. A 3-ball is short. Rebounded by Darian Hammond. And Benning will bring it down the floor again. He's in the paint, puts it up from the stripe, and yes, it falls. 4-2 Northwest. Robinson dishes it off to Mbuli. Back to Robinson. Now to Timmons. Now to Wilkins. Everybody's touched the ball. Underneath to Robinson, and his shot was blocked, but a foul's been called here. I believe it'll be on Calvert. It's on River Peters, excuse me. And going to the line to shoot a pair is Chase Robinson. First one's good. He misses the second. It's rebounded by Peters, and we're back at it here. Benning, top of the key, looking to penetrate. Dishes it off to Hammond. Darian Hammond up off the heel, no good. And a whistle stops play, and we have a foul called on Heights High. And it will be charged to Avon Mbole. It will put Hammond at the line to shoot a pair. And the first one is good. Hammond makes them both. The Grizzlies lead by 3. Well, obviously people are not paying heed to my markings on the seats. Fortunately, they're not in the picture. Up and a foul being called here on the shot. We'll be shooting free throws again. This time the foul is on Liam Calvert, his first. Jolene Timmons. First one falls in after a bounce. Timmons' second one rattles out, no good. And it will be Northwest basketball. Bennings picks it up, and we're back at it here. River Peters with it now. Into Red. A JDS Red trying to get around Robinson, puts it up, it's blocked, out of bounds. It'll stay with Northwest. Five and a half to go, first quarter. Grizzlies lead 6-4. Back in. Shot misses. Liam Calvert was on the deck. Bringing it down to Zamboli. He gives it to Timmons for three, and it's good. And the Grizzlies trail for the first time tonight. Calvert tries a three, no good, out of bounds, and it goes to the Falcons.
Wilkins is huge compared to Red. That's crazy. That height difference.
Robinson has it for Heights. Now they give it off to Wilkins. Wilkins back to Timmons. He tried to feed it in the paint. It was blocked. Heights still controls. Now putting it up off the glass and missing is Peoples. And it's rebounded by Northwest. Here come the Grizzlies. A JDS Red puts it up and it's no good. Whistle on the play. There'll be a foul charged to Heights. Second foul on the team for the Falcons. And a JDS Red will go to the line with an opportunity to tie it or put Northwest in front.
Red's going to have to do extra hard work trying to get inside the post and make anything against Wilkins, who is 6'8".
First free throw is good. He walks away to gather himself. Chance to give Northwest the lead again. Second free throw. Misses off the heel. Rebounded by Wilkins. Here comes Heights high, and an easy lay-in for the Falcons. Kamari Holt with the basket after a great assist by Wilkins. Benning, triple team, they loses the ball. Coming down with it is Timmons. He lays it off, and Kamari Holt puts it in. Grizzlies down by 4.
Benning needs to readjust himself and figure out, I can't run straight into the post and kick it out. Especially against his Heights defense.
Hammond sends it back out to Eli Benning. Benning tries a three. It's short. And it goes out of bounds, and it should stay with Northwest. It does.
I definitely do have to say the first quarter is all about adjusting.
Say that again.
The first quarter is all about adjusting when you're in the game. It's all about how good their defense is and just adjusting to that.
Franklin Aquay comes in for the Grizzlies, replacing a JDS Red. And they tried to get it to Benning, and I think that ball went out of bounds. It did. It will belong to Northwest. Aquay will inbound it.
Aquay, who put up 8 points and 8 rebounds against Capon, now inbounds it.
Benning brings it down the floor for the Grizzlies. Peters in the corner. Into the paint he goes. Dishes it back to Benning, and we have a travel.
Even I knew that was a travel. I didn't want to call it
Peters
either.
was losing his balance and walked with it. That'll turn it over to the Falcons. Grizzlies trail 11-7. Bringing it down, Cheney Peoples for Heights High. Peoples gives it off to Robinson. Now to Holt. Back to Robinson. Into the paint. Holt tries a three, and it's off the heel. No good. Rebounded by Calvert. He gives it to Aquay. Here come the Grizzlies. Hammond underneath. Gives it to Calvert. Calvert thought about it. Passes it off to River Peters, to Aquay. Back to Peters for three. Good! River Peters!
River Peters gets this crowd hyped up.
Grizzlies are back within one.
Now Heights has to rethink about their strategy.
Oh, that one almost picked off by Peters. It will stay with the Falcons, however.
Red checks in for Liam Calvert.
Will be inbounded by Jarrell Hadley, who just came into the game. Hadley has it now, number 5. Back to Robinson. Timmons with it. Back to Hadley. And we have a shot that's good. River Peters thought about it. Then he lost the handle. The ball is going to be picked off by the Falcons. Robinson brings it down. Into the corner it goes. We have a whistle, and I think he was fouled by Peters. And yes, he was. Third team foul on the Grizzlies and the second on River Peters.
And River Peters takes a seat with 2 fouls.
Ajadius Red returns to the game for Northwest. Three ball from Holt. Off the heel, no good. And we have a foul going up for the rebound on Heights. Benning will bring it across the timeline. Top of the key. Liam Calvert, good for 3! And we're tied. That shot misses. It's rebounded by Benning. Hammond for 3. Good! Darian Hammond! And the Grizzlies have the lead. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Holt for 3. Misses off the rim. Out of bounds. It'll be Northwest ball. In the corner.
Eli goes to work.
Just came into the game, feeds it in. Now we have a foul called.
River Peters going to the 3-front line. First time tonight.
Foul is charged to Isaiah Carter. It's his second. Benning's first free throw falls. Grizzlies lead by 4, their largest lead of the game. Jadius Red comes out. River Peters comes back in. He's out there with Aquay, Liam Calvert, Eli Benning, and Deshae Benton. Eli has one more. Makes them both. Grizzlies by 5, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wilkins with it, top of the key. They can basically play for one. 10 seconds to go. 3 ball, good. Back within 2. 2 seconds to go. Long shot. Oh, just missed. And that's the end of the first quarter. And at the end of 1, Grizzlies 18, Falcons 16. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball. Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web. Kind of a nut. Back at Northwest, we're getting set for the start of the second quarter.
I can't.
And Heights inbounds. We're back underway here in quarter number 2.
Oh, I'm crying. Oh, my God.
Robinson feeds it over to Mbule. Now back to Robinson. Robinson trying to get into the paint. Puts it back out to Holt. Holt puts it up for 10 feet, and it's good. And we're tied again, this time at 18. Grizzlies have trailed by 4 and led by 5. Liam Calvert with the ball, gives it to Eli Benning. Deshae Benton, Franklin Aquay, and Darian Hammond are all out there for Northwest. Calvert almost walked with it. Benning puts it up off the glass, no good. Wilkins fighting for it over there, and it's going to be Northwest basketball. A break for the Grizzlies.
Big break indeed. Northwest trying to fight for every chance they get.
Calvert gets the inbound pass. Gives it to Benning. Benning, spin move. Calvert for 3. Off the rim, no good, and we have a whistle.
Shot clock violation.
It'll be Heights basketball. Mbole brings it up the floor for the Falcons. Dishes it off to Wilkins. Back to Robinson. Back to Wilkins. Wilkins driving, spin move, puts it up. No good, and a whistle. We're going to have a foul, I believe. And I'll bet you it's on Aquay.
Aquay practically threw his body into Wilkins.
Aquay's first, team's first.
You're going to have to do everything you can to stop a near 7-footer.
We have Robinson missing. Wilkins fighting for the rebound, and it stays with the Falcons. Robinson will inbound, gets it out to Holt, who gives it to Wilkins. Wilkins, Mbole for 3, off the heel. This time it's rebounded by Benton. Here come the Grizzlies back. To Calvert. Calvert into the paint, lost the handle, gets it back, maybe. He does get it back, good job. Into the corner, Hammond for 3, good! Darian Hammond! And the Grizzlies lead again.
So far,
Mbole brings it up the floor.
So far, 4 lead changes. Possibly more.
On the far side, Timmons with it. Lost the handle, gets it back. Over here on the near side now, it's Mbole with it. He puts it up short, partially blocked, picked off by Akwe. Here come the Grizzlies, back down the floor. Into the corner, a 3-ball off the heel. And it's rebounded by Wilkins. 5.5 to go in the first half. Grizzlies by 3. And we have a whistle. And I think we have a foul on Northwest, and it's going to be on Akwe again. That's his second in this quarter. Now, wait a minute. That guy put up 4 fingers. I thought I'd swear to it. They're charging it to Benton, who's number 3. So Akwe is off the hook. Back underway. Robinson has it. Underneath, almost picked off by a Jadius Red, and a whistle on the play. Foul going to be charged. 2 red. Grizzlies have 3 fouls already here in the second quarter. Whoops. Holt for 3. Nothing but net. And we're tied again.
Meeting marks them as the Grizzlies take a timeout.
And I believe it's the Grizzlies taking the timeout. It's a full timeout indeed, taken by Northwest. 5:07 to go, second half, second quarter. And we'll be back after this. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball. Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web. Back at Northwest, coming out of the timeout, it'll be Grizzly Basketball. And Benning will do the honors of bringing it up the floor. No changes in personnel for Northwest. Hammond, a 3-ball. That one misses, and it's rebounded by Holt, and I think he was fouled, go over the back. And the Grizzlies are now at the limit. That foul is on Deshae Benton. That's his second. And Mbole brings it up the floor for Heights High. Robinson on the far side gives it off to Timmons, and he's fouled. And now the Grizzlies have put Heights into the bonus with a lot of time left in the quarter. It'll be Timmons shooting 2. Foul is charged to Benning, his first. The free throw is good. Timmons will get one more. Makes them both. Grizzlies down by 2. Benning will bring it down the floor for Northwest. Eli Benning, the future Friends Falcon. Dishes it off underneath now. Red puts it up and it's blocked on the glass. First foul of the quarter on Heights High. It'll put a JDS Red on the line to shoot 2. Chance to tie the game again.
Red gets denied at the rim twice by Wilkins. The second one draws the foul.
JDS Red misses the first one. And the second one is short. He missed them both. Loose on the floor. We have a whistle. What are they calling here?
Jump ball.
They called a jump ball. The ball will go to Northwest on the alternating possession. Arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports. JDS Red takes it. Calvert gives it to Benning. To River Peters. In the paint, puts it up off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Corey Holt. Here comes Heights High back down the floor with a chance to extend their lead. Holt again for 3. This time he misses. River Peters brings it down. He lost the handle, got it back, gives it to Benning. To Hammond for 3. It off the rim, no good.
Oh my
and
God!
the JDS Red fights for it. What a great job by a JDS Red. And they're calling a jump ball, and it's going to belong to the Falcons.
With that jump ball, you can feel the energy erupting here in the den. They were about to fight for a little bit.
Great play by a JDS Red is wasted because of the dumbest rule in all of sports. Heights High will inbound. Robinson has it. He's going to give it to Mbuli, and we're back underway. Mbuli. 10-second violation.
That was huge.
Mbuli was just taking his sweet time, bringing the ball up the floor. I was wondering if they were going to call that. So it's Northwest basketball. That's a gift. Benning has it again. The Grizzlies with another opportunity here.
All we need is a Benning spin and a Benning bucket. Or
Calvert for 3 off the rim. Rebounded by Wilkins. And that one taken away by Benning. Eli dishes it off. Hammond is blocked. River Peters finishes it. And we're tied again.
Several lead changes.
Mbuli underneath. Gives it back to Timmons. Now Timmons puts it up from 10, and it rims out. No good. Rebounded by Red. Long pass down to Hammond. Back to Calvert. Benning a long 3, misses. And Mbuli gets the rebound. He'll bring it down himself. 2:30 to go, first half.
Looking at the coach for direction.
Is it me, or has this been a fast-moving first half?
Oh, absolutely.
Wilkins underneath to Robinson. Oh! By a JDS Red, and now Hammond lays it in. What a play! That'll make the highlight reel every day. The JDS Red gets the clean block, gets the ball to Hammond, who lays it in.
That's beautiful.
Wilkins with it again. Robinson feeds it to Mbuli. Back to Robinson underneath. Wilkins went up for the dunk, and they stopped him, but I think they got a foul doing it. Who's that on? That's on Benning. That's his second. Grizzlies are already over the limit. Wilkins' first one. Good. I'm going to do this because I just discovered I charged that timeout to the wrong team earlier. The Falcons took the timeout, so we have fixed that. And in the meantime, the game is tied again at 25, 1:40 to go in the first half. Benning with it, near side. Hammond, yes, for three. Hammond has been on fire. Underneath them, Bole makes it roll.
Hammond shines underneath the bright lights.
Benning feeds it off to Calvert. Nice move by Liam Calvert. Couldn't get the shot off, and then they threw it away. Here comes Timmons laying it up, missing, and the putback is good, but it's not going to count. We have a foul called, I believe. Foul is called on Hammond. His first. Timmons is at the line shooting a pair. Timmons misses. Makes the second. We're tied again. One minute to go in the half. Benning brings it up the floor. Calvert to Hammond. Back to Benning. Good motion offense by Northwest. Akwe, who just came back into the game. Back to Benning. Shot clock at 10. Benning puts it up. It rims and falls.
Eli Benning, you can trust him to get a bucket in the biggest moments.
Robinson has it. They'll play for the last shot. The shot clock is off. 18 to go. And Bole now. Back out to Robinson. Robinson drives, puts it up, and it's good. And we're tied again, and that's the way the half is going to end. Wow.
Big
halftime here at Northwest, and you couldn't ask for a closer game than the one we've got. It's Northwest 30. It's Heights 30. And we'll be back after this. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food cost for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
Back at Northwest, where we've got a full house here, and I do mean a full house. The stands are full. It's standing room only up here on the track, all the way around the building. And now we'll let you listen and watch the dance team. Northwest Honey Bears dance team performing here at halftime. We're tied at 30 in what is arguably one of the bigger games of the year, Elizabeth Dibben.
I mean, absolutely, Kevin Arkin. This is one of the best games I've ever witnessed. And I'm pretty sure we played sub-state here against the Falcons last year, and we beat them in our own building, if I'm correct on that.
This game is out there waiting to be taken by one of these two teams. It'll be interesting to see if either team comes out flat in the third quarter.
Absolutely. We're gonna see what happens.
I mean, there's a tremendous amount of energy being expended by players of both teams here in this game. And you wonder how can they sustain that the entire 4 quarters. Grizzlies will get the ball first in the second half, so that'll be a little bit of an advantage to them. They'll have the first possession. You can hear the Northwest Pep Band playing in the background, arguably the best pep band in the city of Wichita. They do an outstanding job day in and day out. And it's amazing the level of musical talent that we have here at Northwest High.
Absolutely. I'm going to try and pull up the games, so just give me a sec.
While she's doing that, I'll just remind you what's coming up here after tonight. This is the last regular season game for Northwest and for everyone. All the games tonight are the final regular season games. They will seed everybody on Saturday. We know that the boys will have 2 home games in the playoffs, in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, against teams yet to be determined. And we know that the girls will travel next Wednesday somewhere. They'll either go to Liberal, which is the most likely outcome, or they'll go to Washburn or to East High. The girls' game will not be broadcast unless it's at East. It'd be kind of nice if it was at East, then you get to call a playoff game.
It'll be nice. We'll see what happens.
But, we've already played East twice, and they've blown us out both times. I'd rather play Liberal. We don't know anything about Liberal, and they don't know anything about us, so that might work in our favor, the fact that we're playing a non-city league opponent. But we'll see how that all works out. The scenario requires Liberal to win by a low margin tonight in order for us to go to East. It's goofy, but that's the way it all comes out.
Okay, and for in-city games, we have Capon versus North. I don't have any scores. And Bishop Carroll versus Southeast. And South versus West.
What side are you on there, Elizabeth? What site are you on?
Max Preps.
Try going to Catch It, Kansas. You might get some scores that way. Meantime, we're going to let you listen to the band for 2 minutes. That's the Northwest Pep Band performing here at halftime. Did you have any luck, Miss Dibben? No? Okay, well, so much for my suggestion. Teams are making their way back on the floor. We've got about 2 minutes before we start the third quarter.
There we go. Now you can hear me.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin muted me.
Thought I'd ask.
I thought I was in trouble. I mute commentators when they're in trouble.
Boy, there's a lot of energy in the building tonight. Wow. And it's the school night. It's a Thursday night.
That just shows you how dedicated we are.
That means the kids are going to be worthless tomorrow.
Oh, you'll be fine. All their brains will be rotten.
I may be worthless tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I might be worthless tomorrow. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
As I mentioned earlier, Northwest will get the ball first here in the second half. And I expect the starting five to be out there, and that would be Hammond, Benning, Peters, Red, and Calvert.
Mrs. Darcy here with the baby. Adorable. Just adorable.
Red will inbound for Northwest as we begin the second half. And we are underway, folks. Benning with it for Northwest. Grizzlies, by the way, are playing right to left here in the second half. Benning makes his shot. The Grizzlies lead by 2. Robinson for Heights, dishes it off, and there's a 3-ball by Holt. And Heights takes the lead right back. Liam Calvert for 3, off the rim, no good. And here come the Falcons back down the floor. Robinson puts it up, it's blocked. Now it goes out of play and it will stay with the Falcons. Inbounded to Wilkins. Wilkins dishes it off to Holt. Now to Mbole. Back to Wilkins in the paint. Now to Robinson in the paint. Robinson looking for help. Feeds it back to Holt. And underneath, Timmons puts it up. No good. And it's rebounded by the Grizzlies. Underneath, River Peters' shot is blocked. Blocked by Heights High. Now Mbole tries the 3 and it's good. That's a 5-point swing, folks.
The block and the 3-point basket.
Eli Benning setting up his offense. Into the corner. Calvert can't do anything with it. His pass is blocked, but he gets it back. Calvert driving, lost the ball. River Peters has it. Peters for 3. That's going to be way short. Put back by Calvert. Grizzlies down by 2.
You can always count on Liam Calvert.
And Boley calls out a play for the Heights offense. Over here on the near side, that's Timmons. Timmons gives it to Robinson. Robinson back out to Timmons. Good defense that time by Calvert. Timmons has his shot blocked. Gets the putback, though, after he gets the rebound. And he scores. That'll give him a 4-point lead back again. Darian Hammond puts up a 3, no good. Put back by Red is good.
Gets the 8-1 in, no foul.
And he'll go to the line and get one more. First foul of the second half on either team. We have a timeout called by somebody. It's called by Northwest, so we'll go ahead and what are we going to do here? We're going to go ahead and just stay right where we are. Their game reset. Falcons lead 38-36. 5:14 to go, third quarter. Possession arrow favors the Falcons. One foul in the quarter committed by Heights, and each team has 4 timeouts remaining. So that's where we're at here in the second half. Now we're going to have Jadius Red going to the line here to shoot one. Red missed his last 2. And it's good. Grizzlies are down by 1. And Boley brings it up for Heights. Into the corner. Holt has his ball intercepted by Liam Calvert, but he couldn't save it.
Calvert going slipping, sliding.
Robinson will inbound it for Heights. He gets it to Holt. Holt back out. Underneath. Oh, that one was blocked going up, but a foul called. That's unfortunate. It'll send Robinson to the line to shoot a pair. Foul is on Jadius Red. That's his second. First team foul of the third quarter for Northwest.
Can you hear me? Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't hear myself, so.
Robinson has one more. And he missed that one off the heel, rebounded by River Peters. Benning will bring it down the floor, gives it to Hammond. Hammond to Peters. Far side to Benning. Benning, nice move, puts it up short. Rebound to Calvert, underneath to Red.
Wow.
Red, oh, he can't get it to go. Holt for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Benning. Here come the Grizzlies right back. Peters to Benning. Benning driving into the paint, puts it up and lays it in. And we're tied again at 39. Timmons with it for Heights. In no particular hurry are the Falcons. Robinson back to Timmons for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Wilkins. Wilkins puts it up and count it.
Oh boy.
Benning down the floor with it. He put one up way short, picked off by Wilkins. Wilkins will go up and, wow, there's a big foul there.
Wilkins and Calvert met at the rim, and Calvert will get Charge for the foul. Oh, no.
Foul's
Benning.
charged to Benning. That surprises me.
Wow. I thought that was on Calvert.
So did I. Benning has 3 fouls now. That could be important.
That's
We cannot
definitely
afford to
important.
lose him. Wilkins' first one is no good. Quay comes in for Calvert.
It's definitely not a good sight when you see your star point guard with 3 fouls.
Wilkins' second one is short. Rebounded by Hammond. What a break for Northwest. Hammond for 3. Off the rim, no good. Wilkins gets the rebound, and here come the Falcons right back. Timmons underneath lays it in. That was a nice play.
That was a tough play, too. Woo.
43-39 Heights. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Eli Benning with it for Northwest. McQuay thought about it. Puts it back on the floor, now sends it back out to Benning. Benning underneath to Red, and Red lost the handle. Here come the Falcons back. That's Robinson, and Timmons missed the lay-in.
Oh, my gosh.
Hammond brings it down the floor for Northwest. He's double teamed, so he gives it off to Benning.
Come on.
River Peters misses. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Northwest. That's a break for the Grizzlies. Eli Benning to inbound for Northwest. Calvert gives it to Aquay. Back to Benning. To River Peters. Peters from 15 off the heel. Rebounded by Holt. Here comes Heights back. They already lead by 4. Robinson gives it to Mbole. Mbole to Peoples. Back to Holt, now to Mbole. Robinson. I missed something here. What was that call?
I think it was an offensive foul.
They didn't charge a foul to anybody.
Oh. All I saw was O'Quay running down the opposite direction. That's all I saw.
Either way, it's Grizzlies ball. Calvert with it. Gives it to Benning. Benning tries to put it up, doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Isaiah Carter. Here come the Falcons back. That's Robinson. Back to Mbole for 3 off the heel.
Oh.
And rebounded by Calvert. He feeds it to Benning again. Benning, 1-on-3. Puts it up, doesn't go. And it's knocked out of bounds by Robinson. Of course, half the crowd on this side of the building is saying that Peters knocked it out of bounds. And quite frankly, they may have a point.
Oh, boy. Oh, they
And now they changed
it.
their mind. And indeed, it is going to be Falcons basketball. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. I thought that was the right call.
I gotta tell you, I've never seen referees reverse a call.
I have no problem with call reversals if they're getting it right. Mbole puts it up, doesn't go. Rebounded by Aquay. Here come the Grizzlies back. Aquay's in trouble, gets it to Calvert. Calvert holds it up a minute, gives it to Benning. Benning to Darian Hammond. Hammond puts it up, it doesn't go. And we have a whistle and a stoppage of play and a foul called on the Falcons. That's their third. 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hammond is at the line. He'll shoot a pair. Hammond's first one is good. Robinson comes back in, replacing Cheney Peoples. Hammond will get one more attempt here. Try and get us within 2. And he does. Clock running, 30 seconds to go. To Holt, to Robinson. Holt on this side. Robinson back out to Mbole. They're playing for 1. Ball knocked out of play with 7 to go on the game clock.
No.
There's 4 seconds left in the quarter. A foul being charged to Eli Benning. Oh my goodness. That's his 4th. And he will come out. And that's the end of the third quarter. And at the end of 3. Heights 43, Northwest 41. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at Northwest, getting set for the start of the fourth quarter. It will be Falcons basketball to begin play here in the fourth. And it will be Robinson, Chase Robinson, inbounding for the Falcons. On the floor for Northwest, it's Darian Hammond, Franklin Aquay, Liam Calvert, Jadius Red, and River Peters. And Boley dishes it back out to Wilkins. Back to Mbole, now across to Holt, into the corner. There's a 3-ball off the rim, no good, and swept off the boards by Jadius Red. River Peters. Darian Hammond pulls it back out. Gets it back now. Into the corner it goes for Quay. 15-feeder is good. 15-feeder? Did I say what I said? 15-footer is
That's
good.
exactly what you said.
That'll make the highlight reel too. Timmons with it for Heights.
It's okay, Kevin. English is hard.
That's right.
It's
It
okay.
is hard language. Chase Robinson gives it back to Timmons. Timmons in the paint. Into the corner. Here's a 3-ball from Wilkins. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding
The
me.
lucky bounces are in their favor. So many
That
lane
wasn't the biggest
changes.
stroke of luck I've ever seen.
It literally bounced off and hit the shot clock.
Northwest
and then
is
went
taking
back.
a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it along with them. We'll be back in seconds. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Basketball. Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web. Back at Northwest, getting set for the start of the fourth quarter, the Grizzlies will start of the fourth quarter. They're coming out of the timeout, excuse me, and they're going to do so inbounding the ball from the other end of the court. So they got to go the whole distance. It's been a long day here, folks.
It's been a very long
Hammond
day.
puts it up from 10. It's short. Rebounded by Wilkins. Here come the Falcons back. Wilkins, that's got to be. Oh, they called the block. Oh. Liam Calvert gets charged with a blocking foul.
Calvert got sent to the deck.
Boy, I thought he had a good argument for a charge there.
I
but
thought his feet were set and he was ready.
I thought he was ready as well. Wilkins will go to the line. He'll shoot two. First one rattles and falls. And the Grizzlies trail by 4 again. And he makes them both. 5-point deficit, largest deficit of the game for Northwest. Aquay fighting for it, feeds it underneath. Calvert doesn't go.
Battling for the rebound, though.
And it will be Robinson bringing it down the floor for Heights. 3 ball, that one is good. Grizzlies are down by 8. That's their biggest deficit of the game. And now we have another timeout being taken.
Northwest needs a timeout. They'll take a full. We'll be back in 30 seconds on NWHS Grizz. And this is Grizzly.
Go, but that's fine. We'll go.
Okay, sorry.
Bye, folks.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food cost for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
Alrighty, back after the timeout, 5:53 to go. Fourth quarter, Grizzlies are down by 7.
Has some work to do.
They have some work to do. That one goes out of bounds.
They have to find a way to stop Heights from getting hot.
Ball's inbounded to a Jadius Red. He gives it to Peters. River Peters.
Gets the N1 in the bucket. Going to a 3-throw line.
How about that?
How
He'll go
about
to the line
that?
and shoot one.
River Peters bringing the fireworks. Pew, 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 pew.
And the free throw misses. It's rebounded by Wilkins. Here comes Heights High back down the floor. Grizzlies trail by 5. And Boley dishes it off. Robinson puts it up. It doesn't go. Wilkins on the rebound. And his doesn't go. Red is there to get the rebound. Nice job of Jadius Red. Into the corner, and it's intercepted. And we're going to have a whistle here. Somebody's going to get charged with something.
It's on River Peters.
Well, be glad it wasn't on Benning.
Oh, yeah, true. Benning with 4 fouls.
River Peters now has 3.
Both stars
Robinson
in foul
with it,
trouble.
gives it off to Wilkins. Wilkins back to Mbole, now into the corner, back out to Mbole. Wilkins looking for a lane to shoot from. Timmons brings it way out, back into Timmons. 10 on the shot clock. Timmons into the paint, fishes it wide. Colt puts it up, it doesn't go. They get a fresh clock. Wilkins tying it up, and what do we have here? That'll be a jump ball, and it will go to Northwest on the alternating possession.
I kind of like that rule now.
You can hear the 500 referees that Heights brought along here expressing their displeasure.
Now, there's a good 1,000 refs in here.
Benning brings it down, gives it to Hammond. Hammond to Peters. Back to Benning. Benning. Oh, he tried to feed it to Calvert. It was intercepted. That ball's knocked out of play. It'll belong to the Falcons. 4:22 to go, fourth quarter. Grizzlies down by 5. What are we doing here?
What are we doing? That's what I'm wondering.
Referees are having a discussion, as you can see. Now all 3 of them are out there.
And players went to their respective benches.
I don't know what they called here.
Are we talking about a pass play or something? I saw the Heights coach started talking to the ref.
Well, this is a pretty protracted discussion on the part of the officials. So they obviously want to make sure they get this right. Now let's see what they do here. Well, I still don't know what this is about. Now Joe Auer is getting involved. Wanting an explanation.
I wish these referees have mics so we can hear them.
Joe Auer's getting rather animated out there.
It's like the NFL had like microphones, so they all have to do is just tap a button and they can say pass interference or something, and we can all hear it. That would be nice.
Sport.
I know, but that would be nice, wouldn't it?
No, I'm surprised the PA announcer hasn't said something.
I'm so confused.
I don't even know whose ball it is.
I'm so confused.
I am too. And it looks like it's going to be Heights' ball.
So we did all that trouble for Heights' ball. Correct?
I guess.
Okay.
Back underway. Timmons with it for the Falcons. Has Benning on him. Puts it up, blocked, put back is good. Grizzlies are now down by 7.
Oh, boy.
Approaching the halfway point in the fourth quarter. Red in the paint, puts it up, and it goes. Jadius Red gets the roll. And now Robinson puts one up, and it doesn't go. Putback does go from Holt. River Peters put up a 3, and it was long. The rebound to Heights, and Peters gets it back. Dishes it off. Back to Peters, and it doesn't go. He missed a short one. And that one is bad of the round. I don't know if it went out off of Benning or if it was already out when he touched it. We'll see how they call this. It would appear that it's going to be Falcons basketball. Heights is taking a timeout here. We'll just keep it on board. And
I'm pretty sure they said injury timeout.
But nobody left the game.
I don't know.
Falcons have 3 timeouts left. Grizzlies with 2. Grizzlies trail by a touchdown, and there's 3:18 to go on the game clock. Nobody's in foul trouble team-wise. Falcons only have 1. Grizzlies only have 2 in the fourth quarter. Eli Benning is playing with 4 fouls, and River Peters playing with 3. Obviously, Eli needs to be careful. He can't be too aggressive. And back underway again. Timmons with it. Top of the circle. Now to Mbole. Back to Timmons. Timmons into the paint. Spin move by Robinson. Back out to Timmons. Timmons sends it back all the way out. Mbole for 3. In and out. No good. Break for the Northwest Grizzlies. Hammond with it down the floor. Back to River Peters. Now to Benning. Benning for 3. Good! Benning from long range. Cans one. And now the Grizzlies take a timeout. I don't know if this is a full or not. I'm going to pretend it is. We'll be back.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food cost for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
Heights' ball coming out of the timeout. Timmons with it for the Falcons. Spin move, drives in the paint, almost lost it, and then threw it away. Break for Northwest. Benning picks it up, and we're back underway. Peters for three. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Holt. Here comes Heights back. Holt brings it down the floor, takes the shot himself, and it doesn't go. Rebounded by Aquay. Franklin Aquay down the lane, gives it to Hammond. Hammond from 15, good. Grizzlies are back within 2. Inside 2 minutes to go. Timmons to Mbole. Benning, be careful, Eli. Robinson puts it up, and no good. Swept off the boards by Hammond and a whistle. And they're calling Northwest for a foul. It's going to be charged to Aquay. That's his second. Foul on the rebound play. Ball's inbounded. We're back at it here. Timmons gives it to Mbole. Now to Robinson. Hammond on him. That's something of a mismatch. That one goes out of bounds, and it will belong to. Well, they called a foul on that play. I think it's on Peters. It is. That's his fourth. And the Grizzlies are at the limit again. Mbole's at the line to shoot a pair. First one is good. Mbole will get a second here. Makes them both. Grizzlies are down by 2 possessions. And Calvert, playing with the clock, got burned. And a foul's going to be called on Liam Calvert, and that puts Heights into the bonus. We'll be shooting free throws now. It'll be Robinson at the line. Yeah, that was not well done. You know, trying to save clock is fine, but you got to pay attention to what's around you, and he wasn't doing that. First one by Robinson, rims out. Either way, it's still going to be a 2-possession game when this is done here. He missed them both, and a rebound by Red. Benning will bring it down the floor. Benning still with it, pulls it out. Feeds it into a Jadius Red. He tried to put it up, and it's good. 50 seconds to go. Grizzlies down by 2. Benning being careful. Holt trying to kill some of the clock. The shot clock is still on, 16 to go. And Mbole with Hammond in front of him. Puts it up. And we have, what do we have here? We have a foul called. We're going to be shooting free throws. It's on a Jadius Red. It's third. Now somebody has called a full timeout. Last one. We're going to go ahead and take it too so I can rest this. We'll be back.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, Studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Grizzlies trail by 2 with 22 to go. And we have Wilkins at the line shooting 2 after he got fouled right before the timeout. So we'll see what happens here. First one is good. If he makes this second one, we're in big trouble here. He made them both. It's a 2-possession game. Benning down the far side. They got to score quick. Oh, Hammond lost the handle. Back to Benning. Benning puts one up. Short, and he's fouled going up. There's 11 seconds to go in the game. Or in the fourth quarter, I should say. Benning's going to go to the line and shoot 2. First one misses. Boy, that's a big miss. That is a huge miss. You want to move them away from the wire, please? Thank you. Benning has one more. And now a timeout being taken, I assume, by Northwest. And we'll just keep it right here. Oh, it's taken by Heights. Had to rearrange the furniture here. Elizabeth just got called away, so now I'm doing everything again. Benning's got another one coming here. And it's good. 1-possession game, 2 points. And now what do we have? We have a timeout being taken by Northwest, I'll bet. Full timeout being taken by the Grizzlies. They're going to plan their play, what they're going to do. And that's the final timeout for Northwest. Comes with 11 seconds remaining in the contest. Regardless of what happens here, we're on the air Tuesday, and I believe we're on the air at 6:45 with the boys' playoff game. We'll let you know what time it is. We'll put it on NWHS Grizz just as soon as we know. Invite you to come out and cheer them on in person if you're in the Wichita area. Okay, it's Heights' ball on the inbound. Heights gets it, and they're quickly fouled. And they'll go down to the other end of the floor here where they'll shoot a few free throws. Grizzlies need for them to miss at least one. Timmons is at the line to shoot a pair for Heights. First one is good. Well, if he makes this one, it's all but over. Be nice to see him miss, and then we get a three-pointer for a tie. Yeah, he made them both. Grizzlies quickly bringing it down. That one misses, and another foul called. There's 4 seconds to go. Heights is going to win this one. Grizzlies are going to come up just short for their quest for a City League share of the title. And they will finish 4th in 6A West. And play at home on Tuesday. And that one is good. Not that it matters. Makes them both. And that'll do it. We're final here at home at Northwest. Your final score, Heights High 62, Northwest 56. Northwest ends their regular season losing the last 2. And will go into the playoffs hoping to snap that losing streak. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. This really was a good game. And I sure hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed calling it for you. We look forward to seeing you playoff time Tuesday night right here at Northwest. If you can't come, tune us in on NWHS Grizz. For Elizabeth Dibben, I'm Kevin Arkin saying thanks for watching. Once again, Grizzlies fall 62-56. We'll see you on Tuesday. Good night.